Right everyone, welcome back to Tree of War Wrestling. Now these are my Hell in a Cell predictions for 2020. Now, after this I'll give you over to James for his predictions. Here we go, I'm going to start off with Roman Reigns versus Jew, so Hell in a Cell match, I Quit match for the Universal Championship. And there's a funny stipulation. If Jay loses, he's going to have to, him and Jimmy have to acknowledge that Roman is the tribal chief, and then his family, their family, will be exiled from the Hanoi family. I mean, that's weird, isn't it? It must be in a slow news day over at WWE when they came up with that storyline. Anyway, I've got Roman Reigns to win, so it's going to be good. The next few weeks on this show are going to be good, because if that happens and Roman is named tribal chief and they've exiled storyline, obviously, it's going to be good on the TV. It's going to be good. Anyway, next up, Drew McIntyre versus Randy Orton for the WWE Championship Hell in a Cell match. Fantastic, keep up the streak. Now, these two have been to war with each other these past few months. And I know I did say once that Randy would win, and he didn't. He's had a good run, Drew. And as much as I'd love to see it continue, I think Randy's going to win. Because it's going to happen. He's one of the best heels, if not the best heel, in WWE at the moment. And it's inevitable that he's going to hold the belt at some point. My plan, if I were them, have Randy win, have him defend the belt until WrestleMania next year. Hopefully, Drew, and then have like him versus Drew, and maybe have it a, triple threat, just to lighten up, like make it even more high stake. So yeah, I'd say Randy. Next up, Bayley versus Sasha Banks. Hell in a Cell match, 3-0 for the Women's SmackDown Championship. Now, this is where I could go wrong, like massively wrong, where everything could be opposite, completely opposite. I think Sasha's going to win. Now, there's only 5 matches been announced so far as I'm recording. And I'm going for 2 title changes. 2. I don't know, like, I'm torn between this, but I need a stick. I'd say Sasha is going to be the new SmackDown Women's Champion after Hell in a Cell. Then we've just got a normal match, very normal match. Jeff Hardy versus Elias. Haven't really watched much of these two. I think the last match I watched of Jeff Hardy, where I actually paid attention, was the bar brawl he had back in, when was that? June? July? A few months ago, I know that. So yeah, Jeff Hardy, because he's Jeff Hardy. And lastly, but there'll probably be more matches, but can't do anything about them, Otis versus The Miz for the Money in the Bank briefcase. I think Otis is going to retain his Money in the Bank briefcase. The Miz has had a good year. I just don't think he's going to be Money in the Bank. Otis, I think it was such a feel-good moment when Otis won it. And he's had some good storylines this year, Otis. So yeah, what I want to see is Otis cash in on the winner of Drew versus Randy, because that would be just fantastic. WWE have done stuff like this before, where they've had somebody like win the briefcase the same night and cash in. But I feel like it would be a good, like a Daniel Bryan moment when he cashed in on the Big Show. Was it the Big Show? My knowledge, in my memory. Oh, I swear I know this. Don't judge me. I think it was the Big Show where he cashed in. But anyway, it'll be a good moment if Otis beat the winner of Drew versus Randy. which I've got as Randy. But to be fair, Otis at the moment with a singles title, I don't think he would hold it very long. So I don't think they're going to have Otis cash in yet. I think they'll do like a Carmella situation where it'll be a lot of will they, won't they, will they, won't they, kind of back and forth. Anyway, that's my predictions done. I will send you off to James, but comment down below, because I won last month. I got all of them right, don't know how. Let us know down below, should we do challenges, like punishments, for the person who gets the least amount right. Anyway, let us know down below, like and subscribe. I'll pass you on to James.
So as of right now, there's only 4 matches announced for Sunday. It's only a very short pay-per-view if that's the case. I'm assuming they'll be adding more as time goes on, but I'm just going to predict the 4 that have been announced, and it's going to make it a very short predictions video, unfortunately. But the first match, which is going to be Jeff Hardy versus Elias, I think could be good. I think they're trying to push Elias. It's been rumoured that he's meant to be pushed as a big star, and that could be good. I like him. I think he could go far. So I think he's going to beat Hardy in what I'm assuming will be the opening match of the night. The next match, the Hell in a Cell match between Sasha and Bayley. It's going to be good. It's going to be hard fought, I think. And my prediction is that Bayley wins. Keeps the title reign going. But I think it's going to be an incredible match. A really good match. The next Hell in a Cell match is going to be Reigns versus Jey Uso. I Quit stipulations, first time ever. Could be fun, could be good. Love the storyline so far. I think they've done really well. But I've got Reigns winning. I think it's foregone conclusion he's going to win. And possibly form a new stable with you, so that would be interesting too. And finally, the WWE title match between Orton and McIntyre inside Hell in a Cell. The third match in the trilogy, I guess. I could really sort of flip a coin here, to be honest. I like the idea of both men winning, but I'm going to go with Drew. I think he's going to win, retain the title, go on to I think be Survivor Series next pay-per-view, go on to defend the title of Survivor Series. But yeah, I think it's going to be a good show if there's any more matches announced. I'll put them up here and we'll predict them too. So thanks very much for watching, and we'll see what Lee has to say about the predictions. Goodbye.